Hey guys, I just wanted to give an overview of my week and how my YouTube journey has been going thus far. I would say this week with YouTube went pretty good overall. At some point in my journey, I would like to be compensated, but that's not my purpose for getting on YouTube whatsoever. Today I went to church and the pastor, he spoke a really good word, pretty much speaking over whatever business or whatever thing that you're trying to do as far as being an entrepreneur, whatever dream you have, you have to speak life into that thing. So that was definitely a blessing and something that I will definitely apply starting today, this upcoming week. But what I realized, even with the journey of self-love, when I started way back in October, approaching the new year, loving yourself, anything that you set out to do is definitely a commitment. Definitely, whether it's the gym, whether it's self-love, whether it's spending time with your kids, whether it's whatever, it's definitely a commitment, a big commitment. And what I didn't learn from a lot of the things that I started implementing, as far as going to the gym, as far as cooking healthy meals, as far as cutting back on my phone time, the commitment is real, seriously real. And the biggest thing that I have learned about commitment is, you have to do it whether you feel like it or not. Whether you having a bad day, whether the day is great, whether you done heard bad news, whether things are not going your way, whatever the case might be, a commitment is a commitment. Even going to the gym, some days I don't feel like going to the gym at all. I'm tired, after work, whatever work day I done had. My job is mainly, mental and emotional due to some of the cases and things I deal with. But when you get off from work, you just be mentally tired and drained from the day. And then, I spend time with my youngest daughter. You got to cook and do things like that. You just be completely wore out. And then, gym come into play. Self-care comes into play. All these things come into play, after you done got finished with your work day. After you done did all that and did whatever the job was requiring you to do. It's a lot. Commitment is definitely work. It's not easy at all. And if you think it's gonna be easy, you're sadly mistaken. Anything you do as far as chasing your dream, your purpose, it's definitely gonna require a lot of work, a lot of activity on your part, and there's so many obstacles that you have to deal with. Family, friends, people just not believing in your dream. Not only not believing in your dream, but definitely not interested in anything you have going on. Some of you guys will deal with that. Your dream might not be YouTube at all, because my only dream is in YouTube. I have a bunch of things that I want to do that I'm going to implement this year. But whether it be a clothing line, whether it be music, whatever your dream is, you could be a musician and, your family doesn't even want to hear your music. They're not interested at all. I have a friend now, we talk all the time because they're creative. I actually work with this person, but they have dated people and the person was not interested in their photography, their editing skills, none of that stuff. And a lot of times that can be disheartening and frustrating. Long term, it's a distraction, of course, but if you allow it to get to you mentally and emotionally, but it could definitely, put a lot of weight on you. When you have people that are around you that may not have the same passion and drive that you have concerning your dream. It's definitely frustrating, so, I look at everything and it's just you have to be committed. On the days that you don't feel like it, the days that you're tired, the days that you may not have nothing really to say on camera. If, your goal is to be an influencer, you have to get out there and my goal is to be as transparent as possible, with you guys, because like I say, I don't ever want to put up a false reality where you think every day is hunky-dory and, I'm on cloud nine, because we all have challenges. But one thing I can tell you that's real about me is my resilience. Like, I'm never going to give up on anything that I believe in. The grind is real. I'm going to grind until Jesus come back. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying. Like, I'm going to keep trying. Like, I'm never going to cave in and give up and quit. Like, I'm never going to do that, because I believe in what it is that God called me to do. I believe in my purpose. I believe in everything God has said. So quitting for me is not an option. Like, it's definitely not an option. But like, when I look at the full picture, and I really sit down and think, and I journal in my phone, or whether it be on paper or just sit there and meditate, like, consistency is everything. Like, most of the YouTube videos I didn't watch of people that got millions of subscribers, like, the key and the foundation and the main ingredient is consistency. Like, look at your own life. Look how far ahead you would have been if you had been consistent, the first time around, with the gym, with the music, with all these things that you had going on, school, whatever it may be. Like, look how far along you would have been if you just had to remain consistent. Consistency is everything. Like, everything. Being consistent day in, day out. Your head hurt, you're not feeling good, you tired, you got a lot going on, you're dealing with family problems. Like, consistency is everything. And I think that's why a lot of us don't succeed in the areas that we're chasing after, because of the consistency piece. Because a lot of times when things hit us, and they're hitting us from all different directions, like, we cave in and we give up and quit, or we put it on the back burner, or we take too many breaks. And it's just like, I'm tired of that. Like, I told God for this year, I really want to grind, and I really want to stay consistent in what it is that, I'm doing, for the kingdom, for his will, for his purpose for my life. Like, I really want to grind it out above all else. Like, I don't want to cave in and give up and quit. I want to be consistent with the gym. I want to be consistent with the things I said I was going to do with my daughter. I want to be consistent in my career. I want to be consistent with YouTube. I want to be consistent with all the other things I want to do this year. I want to be consistent with reading, praying, my affirmations. I want to be consistent. And I notice, like, when you're being consistent, like, everything, like, the devil just be sending everything your way. You know what I mean? Like, anything to distract you, whether it be your own family, it be your friends, it be work, even you. Like, you can be a distraction to yourself sometimes, because the distraction come in with you not prioritizing. Like, you just letting your day get away from you, or you spending too much time doing one thing, or you're allowing people in your inner circle to distract you. You on the phone too much. You on social media too much. Like, you're doing too much of nothing. Just sitting around watching Netflix. Baby, I don't have time to watch Netflix. I don't have time to sit around. I deactivated my Facebook and Instagram, and I had several pages on Instagram, but I had to deactivate them because I just don't have time to just be sitting around watching content, and I'm sitting over here trying to reach my dream, like Puff Daddy said. And I know he probably the wrong person, to bring up at this time, but he said, if you still chasing your dream, run faster. I'm on fast mode. I'm on belt to butt mode right now, because there's so many things that I want to do. I want to travel. I want to dress the way I want to dress. I want to look the way I want to look. I want to bless other people. I want to give to the needy. I really want to be a humanitarian, like, just out here just blessing people. But I can't do that if I'm getting stuck in complacency and I'm not being consistent with everything God has called me to do. Like, I don't want to not be inconsistent anymore. Like, I don't. Like, with nothing. Keeping my house clean, keeping my car clean, keeping my stuff organized. I want to be consistent across the board. And it's not for anyone. It's for me. Like, it's for me. Like, that's what I'm on right now. Like, that's what my mindset is on. And anybody that's a distraction, I'm cutting it off. anything that's a distraction, I'm cutting it off. Like, I don't have time to play. Like, I'm for real, for real. Like, it's game time for me. Like, this is game 7, the NBA Finals. You know, that's the mindset that I got right now. You know, so I just feel like for you guys, like, really focus on consistency. Keep going on the bad days, on the good days, on the slow days. You didn't make any money that day. Didn't nobody show up. Keep going. Like, just keep going. Keep being consistent. Keep being resilient. Keep being confident. Keep having courage. Keep being bold. Like, keep going. You know, and I think right now, in order to keep going, like, we have to stay focused. Like, we can't keep allowing these distractions to keep popping off. Like, whether it's your family, your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your sister, any of these people. You know, people have their own problems and their own life going on, and all that stuff will pour over into your life, and you have to stay focused. Yes, you give it attention. Yes, you listen. Yes, you help out as much as you can, but you can't allow that to throw you off course what somebody else got going on. Some of us are in relationships, and even those type of people will throw us off with all the drama and all the toxicity that they have going on. Like, we don't have time for that. Like, we out here trying to grind. We out here trying to get it. We out here trying to be the best version of ourselves. We out here trying to be great. And we don't have time for that. Like, this is the season to really lock in and be focused and stay focused. You know, I was even praying this morning because I noticed this week got so hectic with YouTube, planning, writing descriptions, coming up with titles, editing. Like, it's so much. And then you download the studio, and now you looking at the views and the audience and the content and how many click-throughs. I mean, it's just so much. And like I told the Lord, like, I don't want to get caught up in that aspect of it. I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? I just want to be obedient, record my videos. Of course, you know, I want to follow a blueprint and work it to the best of my ability. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be caught up in the algorithms and the systems and all that type of stuff and the scientific stuff of recording a video. Like, that's too much to even think about when you got a whole life going on, you know, outside of YouTube. Like, that's just way too much, you know. And at some point, hopefully I can hire somebody and that's their job. They can get on how many click-throughs and how many views and how many hours the person watched the video, because that wasn't my intentions on when I started YouTube. So I don't want to get caught up in that part. And the reason why I bring that point up, because I'm looking over the week, I'm like, man, I'm tired. Like, I done missed a couple of 5 a.m. prayers. I done missed a couple of affirmation sessions. I done missed a couple of looking in the mirror and some of the stuff I say to myself each day from the sticky notes I got on my mirror, you know, or praying, or the prayers I had wrote and I put in my phones on my notes. Like, I missed a bunch of days this week messing with YouTube. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want this even for me to become a distraction where it's taking my time away from God. Like, I can't even spend time with God because I'm too busy on YouTube, you know, recording a video or staying up late trying to edit. I don't want to be caught up in the science of YouTube and algorithms and all that type of stuff, because that's not my focus. You know, I believe when you're obedient and you're doing what it is you're supposed to be doing and you're following your purpose, then what's going to happen is organically all these things are going to manifest. I do believe that. I do believe in hard work and getting out here and making it happen. I believe in you doing your part, but you can't worry about stuff you can't control. I can't make you watch my video. I can't make you click on my video. I can't make you like my thumbnail. I can't make you do any of these things. So those things are out of my control. But what I can do is record. What I can do is edit. What I can do is get the best equipment that's in my budget right now so that my presentation is sharp. Those are things that I can control. But I can't control how many people watch my video at 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. and between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. I can't control any of those things. So why would I sit there and worry about those things? Because at that point, the whole process of me recording, the whole journey of YouTube is becoming a distraction. And I told the Lord today, like, I don't want to be in that area. I don't want to be in that space. You know, I don't want to be there. So my goal tomorrow is to hit the restart button, to get back refocused, to get to the gym early in the morning, to pray, to do my affirmations, and to do all these things that I was doing before me getting ready to launch on YouTube. I want to keep that going. I want to be consistent in that, because if I'm not keeping myself full, I have nothing to give you guys. I have nothing to give you. So like I say, and then I allow the enemy to come in, because, you know, stuff start happening in your life, and then, you know, you're losing energy, you're losing strength, and then you get distracted, and now you over here, and now you over there. Like, I don't want to be there. So my goal is, this week definitely is to stay on point, to stay on key, to do all that. And like I said, I've been watching videos, and everybody on YouTube that's pretty much successful, or quote unquote, that made it. And I'm going to implement a lot of those things. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm definitely going to implement the wisdom and the strategies and the tactics and the nuggets and all these things that people have talked about. But I'm saying, for me, spiritually, my focus isn't just how much money I can make, how many viewers I can get. I'm not there. My goal is to operate in my purpose and my calling, and is bless as many people as I can before I leave this planet. That's what my focus is, and I believe God is gonna take care of the rest. So, I mean, that's my message for you today. You know, this is CJ Inspires. I thank you for tuning in to my Car Chronicles. You know, I'm gonna be recording a lot of these. These are very transparent moments for me to share with you guys, and to just be real before you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put on a facade. I don't ever want you guys to think that I'm perfect, because I'm not. Like I told you yesterday, we're all works in progress. We're all trying to become the best versions of ourselves. And these moments in these Car Chronicles are transparent moments where we can share. So let's continue to share. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to be the best versions of ourselves. So as I wrap this up, I just want to encourage you guys and let you know I love each and every one of you. Like I said, if nobody told you they love you today, I definitely love you. And we'll get back tomorrow. I'm going to drop the fourth video for my fasting journey, day 4. Make sure you tune in to that, because that one right there tomorrow is very heartfelt. Like, that's something I definitely have dealt with, been dealing with. I haven't mastered it at all. So make sure you tune in for that, because that one is definitely, I'm sure it's going to bless you. So have a good day. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Peace.